Hey, it's LeAnn here, Chief Joy Officer of Joyminder Consulting. Just did something really fun with my website, my now.site website, landing page, whatever. Wanted to show this to you because it's such a cool way that you can help groups or people that you know that need to, put some information out there. So let's just dive right in. I want to keep this quick, but I am the chapter president of a BNI chapter, amazing chapter, First Class Connections in Minneapolis. And I'm also a director consultant for several other BNI chapters. So kind of a fan of BNI and networking, right? So we have, visitors. People like to visit us and get to know us, but visitors don't always really know what to do or what to expect. So somebody else had put together a really great PDF. It was a Word document that could be emailed out to people that they could open up and look at it. But faster to do is being able to send somebody a link to a website that they can open up and have available. So, I did it. So here's what happened is I created this website here, and you can see it. And this now I'm in the editor mode, just so you're clear. The editor mode, of course, you'll see things like this white block that isn't really there. So if I just hit save right now, just to make sure I saved all my edits, we can preview this once it stops running. If you preview it too soon, you'll see the previously saved version, but the website's updated now. I click on preview and we can see what this looks like on a desktop, okay? So here's what it looks like, 5 easy steps to prepare for a BNI meeting. Okay, so I'm not going to promote this website out in the big world. This is just gonna get shared with my chapter, my chapters that I work with. I'll share it with some directors if they want to use it for their chapters. I've made it, pretty generic. But welcome visitors are looking to grow their business, looking for solutions, or just curious. Please join early and plan to stay. Be prepared. The meeting, your ask, I have, what happens at the end, and then a little tip on how to prepare for your ask. We accomplish a lot in our meetings, and depending on the size of a meeting, people may have 30, 60, oops, I got to edit that. That's 45, 30, 45, or 60. Good, I got that. 30, 45, or 60 seconds to do their ask. And a good ask includes an introduction, a story, the ask, and a call to action. So I lay that out here, but if people want to actually download those, a worksheet that they can actually print out or fill in, this button will take them to the bottom of the page. It's working on it right now, or not. Okay, I'll fix that one too. I do these things live with no, I'm very humble about this. I know that, not everything is going to always work. It did work, I thought, last night, but this is a good check. And there, so I clicked on the middle button and it zoomed down to the bottom, which is what I wanted it to do. And then people can choose if they want to download the 30, 45, the 60, 45, or 30-second worksheet. Note to self, that's the order it's in. Okay. So, and then they can just download now. If they, to download it, I just asked for their name and an email address. The phone and the business website's optional, but they're business people, I'm business people. It's nice to be able to connect with people. Of course, I let them know, hey, we may be in touch because of this. But I don't harass people. I don't stalk them down. And of course, there's always unsubscribes on my emails. And then from there, and then at the bottom, I put this together. They should know how to do this and be able to connect with me too. But that's the only promotion of my business is at the bottom, just again, because I put the time and effort into creating this. So going back up to the top, why am I so excited? Okay, obviously I have a couple things to fix. So we'll do that live right here. So now we're back in the editor. And here's what it looks like, right? The 1 on the one side, the explanation, the 2 on the other side, the explanation. I used to be a fan of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left side and explanation on the right side. And I was just told that that's just not how people work, and brains process better this way. And people typically will go deeper into your website if there's a little back and forth, because that just, our brains are drawn to do that. So it makes sense. But when I looked at it on the mobile version of this, which is way up here at the top, There's, save and exit, save, cancel, preview, and these two little icons. Right now I'm on the desktop version. If I switch to the mobile look, it looks like this. Welcome visitors are, and then it would make sense that it says 1, be prepared. 2, the meeting. 3, your ask. But guess what? It didn't look like that. What it looked like was 1, be prepared. And then it gave the meeting, and then it said 2, 3. And why? Because the way the mobile takes the website is it just stacks things up. And guess what? It stacks them up left to right. So when we go back here, it's stacked. This is at the top one, if you think of this in blocks, right? So this is the first block. Great. That's on top. This is the second block. This is the third block. This is the fourth block. This is the fifth block. This is the sixth block. This is the seventh block. So it put the 2 and the 3 on top of each other. But as you just saw, it doesn't look like that. Here's how I did it. So in here, what I did is in this area here, I dropped in, and you can't see it, but if I actually am kind of curious how to show it. If I click on the 2, because I only had to do this for two of the blocks to move them back into alignment, and click on style, click on visibility. So I'm all on the left-hand side on the black over here. Click on visibility. You'll see that this 2 is only visible on mobile. This 2 is not visible on the actual desktop. I'm trying to think of how I could change this. Actually, I think I figured it out. Okay, so we're going to change this. Yeah, just for a moment. I won't actually save it because I can change it back, but we're going to go to style. We're going to go to oops, I'm sorry, content. We're going to go to change image. We're going to change this image to something just completely different. I'll change it back in a moment. Let's just change it to a beautiful sunset. Okay, there we go. We're changing it to a gorgeous sky and mountains. Okay, so there it is. We changed it. And now it looks like it's processing. Oops. There's my note to get ready for my meeting, but I already mailed this out. So we have a couple more changes to fix. This is apparently a little bigger file than I expected, but there it is. It's loaded. And there it is. So that 2 got replaced with here. But if I switch back to the desktop version, that beautiful photo is gone. Likewise, if I change this 2 into something else and I switch back to the mobile version, it would be gone. So it's only showing the 2 that I want it to show based on if it's a mobile version or a desktop version. Because really, there's no way, the mobile friendly is one thing, and these sites are mobile friendly. But when you start going back and forth, it can't know. It's artificial intelligence is good, but it's not yet this good that it can say, oh, we're gonna put these numbers in order, and we're gonna flip flop what we normally do in this one instance. It just doesn't do that. So I'm gonna cancel and not save this because it was the only change I made. Go back into it again, and that's a way to that. Now the change I made is gone. If I look at the mobile again, the 2 is back. Yay. Okay, didn't make that change, but that's what I did. While we're here though, since I found a couple errors, why don't we fix those? You may as well learn that too. So it says 30, 60, 30. Remember, I was going to change this. This is going to say 60. Oops. Not sure what I clicked on. 60. I need to put a space in there. Not that space, over there, that space. Hit OK. The middle one worked, so I'm going to, but it also needs to say a 45-second ask. Now it does, but this was the link that worked down here. I did an earlier, I think I did, talking about how you make jumps down the page. I'm not going to go over it in detail right now, but essentially I added hashtag downloads to the end of the URL for this page. So / hashtag downloads. And this worked. So it had to be the name of the website / home / hashtag downloads. So now I've made that change for that button. I need to go back to this button and somehow it just didn't get entered right here. So now I'm pasting it in here. Now it's right. Save that. And now these three buttons say 60-second, 45-second, and 30-second. Just to be sure, and because I knew the middle one worked, I'm just going to refresh downloading that button URL for the 30-second act. May as well make sure it's going to work for people. Okay, so now I'm done. I think we got through all the changes I discovered I needed to make. Yes, I did. Okay, so that's it. And now I will save this. And just to check, because this will only take less than a minute more, here I've previewed it again. And now when we check on these, you'll see that this 60-second, 45-second, 30-second. If we click on the one that I clicked on the 30-second, does take a moment because it's loading YouTube videos. And I have 6 videos on here, so it probably is slowing the site down a little bit. I could take those out if I wanted to speed it up. If I hit the back button here at the upper left-hand corner, that will actually bring me back up to the buttons, which is kind of interesting. Now it's a 30-second ask button that didn't work before, so I'm just going to verify it. There's no reason to think it won't work. Again, it's waiting for YouTube. It says that in the bottom left-hand corner. I don't know if you can see that on the recording, but here we go. It jumped me down. This says 60, 45, 30. It's all good. All right. So I hope that was interesting. Obviously, if you want to do stuff like this, you can watch this, slow it down, hit stop, do it, or reach out. We have a lot of great people. What I love about now.site and using these products is, literally from your back office. I'm going to hit save and exit. If you're looking for help in design and in marketing type things, we've got in our back offices the support that you need. You can hire an now.site nerd and they will design stuff and do this stuff for you. If you're trying to do it yourself, but you just kind of get stuck on a hitch and you just need somebody to help you fix a technical issue, or you have a technical issue with something going on, then you can go to hire a technical support call if you're a member and get a 15-minute window, set up in advance so you can go in and get a technical support call done. So yeah, and otherwise, of course, this is my YouTube channel, 𝐤𝐲 Consulting, and I appreciate if you subscribe and click the little bell. When I do further trainings and tips and tricks and stuff like that, you'll get notified, and I'm happy to share this because I really like doing this stuff, and I love helping business, the organizations that I'm in. I even did this recently. I created an RSVP page for a bridal shower. And, it's just fun because I'm not paying any extra to do these extra things for people. And, but it helps me to meet people. It helps me to have more value to give to other people just because I have a great product that I also use for all of my businesses. So once again, my name is LeAnn Lyon. I'm the Chief Joy Officer of 𝐤𝐲 Consulting. Thanks for watching. Give me a like. That'd be awesome. Appreciate it. And I'll check back soon. Bye. Bye again.